Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we're going to look at how to get the remainder of a division, and this can be a really useful thing when we are trying to check whether a number is odd or even, and that itself also has a number of uses. Let's start by doing something like division with remainder like that, and we're going to do 12 divide 5. So if we print this out, then you'll see that the output is just 2, even though 12 divided by 5 should give you 2 remainder 2. That's because 5 goes into 12 2 times and you have 2 left over, so 2 is the remainder. You can get the remainder by just doing 12% 5, and this is essentially the counterpart to integer division because it gives you the remainder of the division. So if we run this like that, you'll see that you get 2 in the first instance of 12 divided by 5, and then you also get 2, which is the remainder in 12 divided by 5 there. Now, if we change this to 13, you'll see that the numbers change. The first one will still be 2, but the second one will now be 3, because the remainder of 13 divided by 5 is 3. So why is getting the remainder so popular? Why is it useful? Why does Python have its own operator just for that? Look at these numbers and you'll spot a pattern, probably. What is the remainder of 10 divided by 2, or 14 divided by 2, or 6 divided by 2, or 340 divided by 2? The remainder in all of these is 0, because they are even numbers divided by 2. Similarly, if you have something like 11 divided by 2, or 27 divided by 2, or 3 divided by 2, the remainder in all of these cases is always 1. So one of the reasons why this operator exists and why it's so popular in programming is because it very easily allows you to determine whether a number is odd or even. Indeed, for every even number, the remainder when divided by 2 is 0. And for every odd number, the remainder when divided by 2 is 1. So let's look at some code. X is 37. The remainder, we can do x% 2. And then we can print out whether it is odd or even by printing this out. So if this value is 1, that means that it is odd, and if it is 0, that means that it is even. So at this point, I'm going to delete this code here just before running, and now let's run this. You see that we get 1 back, which tells us this number here is odd. Think about this. Have you ever seen a table online where each row has a different color? So for example, the first row is gray, second one's white, third one's gray, the fourth one's white. So you've got like this sort of pattern. This is a perfect example of where the remainder, or being able to calculate whether a number is odd or even, comes into play. They are probably using this to only target the even rows and color them in a gray background. Throughout the course, we may also encounter other instances where this can be useful. But that's it for this video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.